Okay, so for this final section, I want to talk about some pretty common troubleshooting tips, questions that we get asked if people may be having some water imbalances or some other water problems. So on the bottom section of page 2 of your instruction sheet, one of the first things that we point out has to do with bathing suits. Now, if you're not in a private location and you have to wear a bathing suit in your hot tub, we highly recommend that everybody in the family pick out their hot tub swimsuit and that you not launder them routinely. Rinse them out, let them air dry. Any clothing articles worn in your hot tub that have been laundered probably have some latent detergent left in them, and that's what causes 90% of the hot tub foaming that we see. Now, if you do get foam in your hot tub, maybe you've had some guests over, we do sell a product called anti-foam that will at least temporarily help reduce that foam in your hot tub. Why this is critical? Well, foam in a hot tub really doesn't make it that pleasant to soak in because it just seems kind of yucky. The big part of this, though, is if you get enough detergent built up in your hot tub over time, the water gets kind of a milky, cloudy look, and in some cases, if it's soap related, we can't fix it, which means you're refilling your hot tub earlier than you ought to. So take a look at bathing suits, rinse them out real well. Now moving on. If you've got cloudy water in your hot tub, most of the time that's going to be because the hot tub simply needs more chlorine. Chlorine is what sanitizes the water. It's what destroys the waste that we leave behind when we sweat in there, kills bacteria, viruses, etc. Now, in many of modern hot tubs with ozone devices in them, we typically don't have a lot of chlorine present, if any at all, while we're soaking. That means it's routine chlorine maintenance is important to make sure the water stays clear. So if the water's cloudy, put a test strip in. If there's no chlorine present, hit it with a couple tablespoons of chlorine, give it a few hours and see if that does the trick. If not, sometimes that can be related to pH. So check your pH with your test strips and adjust as necessary. Now, one of the other things we get a little bit of here in Montana, because we have pretty hard water, every now and again somebody will come in and ask me why the seats on their hot tub have become rough and gritty. Kind of feels like 80 grit sandpaper. If you ever run into that, this is typically caused by hard water and a high pH level. This causes the calcium to crystallize, come out of the water, and build up on seats, heaters, pumps, and that sort of thing. So if you ever notice that, test your pH right away. Start adding pH decreaser to get your pH down properly, and make sure that, as we talked about earlier, that you're adding that stain and scale control. This product is all about helping to prevent and reduce that scale buildup from happening. Now, as always, if you have questions that are not covered on this video, give us a call or stop by and see us at any of our 3 mountain hot tub locations.